Active Living 2023 as Kalari Pi 2 as part of your fitness. That's what we are going to provide this time. I'm going to bring Kalari as a form of fitness. You're going to use the upper body, the core, the lower body for various parts of movements that are required, and you will understand that every movement that is going to be connected to the demands that you make in your day-to-day life. So the forms that you're going to learn can make a major contribution to a fitness regime, and how it can be made interesting and also a very powerful tool in your hand to see your strength, your endurance, your balance, your coordination. All these are possible through this. That's why I'm not just looking at strength training as a separate unit. In Kalari Pi 2, all these are brought together in one go. So most of us don't even bother about balance. So this particular discussion is about how you can use Kalari Pi 2 and its movement patterns for your benefits, and find that they can be part of your fitness regime. First, I will go for a disclaimer. I'm not here teaching you Kalari Pi 2, and if it is so, you need to come here and learn Kalari Pi 2. But here we are going to learn about the parts of Kalari Pi 2 that can become an important fitness contribution to your regime. You are going to learn these components in the capacity that you can do. I don't want to carry everyone through that, through all the movements, but I'm going to categorize it so that we can start with these movements. Okay? There's a description for the whole form. Unlike the other form, of no other martial arts in the world has this description, only Kalari Pi 2 has. So it will tell about how to close the fist. That is, you need to roll the fingertips and form a fist. You don't just form a fist. You roll your fingertips, form a fist, bring your elbows together, and take it above your head. Okay? We're going to see this. We're going to convert this movement. Form a fist. Take the elbow above your head and look up. So when you are doing this movement, again, from the side, you can understand this area will be contracted. So I want you to do this simple movement of taking it up, elbows together. The elbow has to be together. It can't be open, it is closed. So it's just a simple form of rotation. Elbows together, come down. 1, 2, 3. This is a very simple form to work. How does that give us any benefit? Here, it is a rotatory form of the shoulder, and it is also giving exercises for the different parts, the finger joints, etc. And it is also taking into consideration your core to ensure your thoracolumbar fascia is stretched, which normally doesn't get the stretch, but for the fact your elbow comes into contact with each other. Those who can't do can have elbows slightly open. Inhale while you take the elbow up. Exhale when you bring it down. So there's a inhalation and exhalation also brought into this. So you're coordinating your diaphragm with the movement pattern. Okay? This is the first exercise we have learned. This is the actual stance where Kalari starts. So we have begun that with the upper body. The next one will be the lower body. So you're going to have your feet now together, what in yoga we call as Tadasana. So where your feet are together and you have contracted your muscles in your butt region, your glute contracted. So make sure the stance is evenly balanced. From here, have the heel pressed and your toe open, and then have the toes pressed, heel open, and now straighten the foot. And this is the second part of the movement that we are going to learn, so that it is easy for us to coordinate the upper and lower. I've taken it separately, the upper and the lower separately. So again, so first movement is to have your heels pressed to the ground, open the toes, and then press the toes, open the heel. Then straighten the toes so they are in line. This will be exactly the width of your shoulder for each one of them. For each one of us, this movement will get us exactly where you need to be, which is in an ancient form. Thousands of years we have understood how to do this. So people who do not know how to know their shoulder width, by keeping their feet together, open the toes, then open the heel, then you come to the shoulder width. This is the second movement. Now you can ask me, how can this movement be so important? You are learning to use the sole to get into contact with the soil and ensuring that you can open the feet, because we don't even know how we pivot. This pivoting is important for the foot, for the knee, and the hip. So coordinating these movements, later your hand is going to be above. You don't know what's happening in the foot. So it's a proprioceptive input for people who grow older and don't know how to turn. For all these movements, these simple things that can make a difference. கை முட்டி சுருட்டி கை தண்டம் சேர்த்து வான் நோக்கி மலர்ந்து. கை முட்டி சுருட்டி. Form a fist with the rolled fingers. Take your elbow above your head together. Look at the sky and come down. So during this movement, inhale, exhale. You see from the side, inhale, exhale. Now we are going to see the foot movement. உப்புக்கால் குத்தி நுனிக்கால் விரித்து. நுனிக்கால் குத்தி உப்புக்கால் விரித்து. The last part of it is understood, that you will make sure that it is aligned. Now coming back again, keep your sole pressed, the most back part of the foot, and open your toes. Then keep your toes pressed, open your heel. Now you have come. Now we are going to combine these two together. I'm going to do it very slowly. You're going to, as you form a fist, the toes have opened, and as you bring your elbow up, you have also brought the alignment to the rest of the body. So you're seeing from the side, you're going to have this roll and elbows together. So inhale, exhale. Back again. Inhale, exhale. As the speed can be improved once you have got the technique. Don't try to do it. Normally we do it like this. But you don't have to do it like that. You can go at your own slow pace, because I'm not bothered about the speed. I'm bothered about the rotatory movement that is going to work on the muscles of the shoulder, elbow, fingers. That is going to give you the benefits for the different age groups who have never done Kalari in their lifetime and can pick up these things to keep them healthy. That's the most important aspect. We're not here trying to teach you Kalari. I'm trying to make sure that you can take the parts of that Kalari into your exercise zone and be benefited. How many times to repeat the upper and the lower movements separately and together? So we can take the upper shoulder movements as 10 repetitions, or to start with 5 repetitions and gradually increase it to 10, with 2 or 3 sets. That is, you have done it once. Try to do that with your coordination of breath. Inhale when you take it up, exhale when you bring it down. So we want to do that 5 times, and if you are able to do that without much of a difficulty, you can increase that to 10 and do 3 sets. Give a gap, do 2, 3 sets. So you do another five, either as 15, or if you're doing as 10, 5, 10, or 5, 5, 10, can have various combinations the way you want to do it, or do a 10, 10, 10, so that there's 30 repetitions totally. The same way with the feet, you can have 5 repetitions to open and take the foot back, and again 5 repetitions after a break. Ensure that you're on a surface that is not so hard, your foot may not be comfortable. Do not wear a shoe to do this, because I want the sole of the foot in contact with the ground. That's when your sensitive nerve endings are going to be stimulated. So very essential that you are with a barefoot here, and that's how it is practiced in the ancient days, and that's how I would like to teach you, because I want to make sure that the foot is sort of the way the hand is, able to give you information about the soil on which you stand and move and practice. Okay? We are bringing Kalari as an active form of 2023, so that Kalari can also be a part of your fitness. You didn't practice Kalari itself, but brought it into your fitness in a way.